to have freedom, you need to have a plan. I didn't have a plan before, and I traveled Europe for 3 months trying to escape the UK, trying to escape a job I hated, unhappiness, just debt, and just many, many negative things that were not going right in my life. And I tried to escape it, and I did, and it fixed things, but you need a plan. That's what I learned. So about 2 or 3 years ago, I traveled Europe for 3 months, and I restored my Defender that I'm in right now. And I went to Italy, Switzerland, Lausanne, Luxembourg, Germany, France, everywhere. Austria, I stayed in Austria for 1 month. But it gave me a certain freedom, it gave me clarity, and it gave me time to think. And I wasn't necessarily escaping the UK, I was just getting out there because I always wanted to travel. And I had been blocked from traveling for about a couple years, especially because of COVID. But what I learned in that, and what I learned from traveling afterwards and before that as well, one, traveling in a car is amazing because you don't miss all the parts in between. You see all the cultures, all the subcultures between each place that you go to. For example, Switzerland, you've got the French, the Swiss French at the top, the Swiss German at the bottom, and then you go towards Italy as well, and it starts becoming more Italian. Then you go down to Lake Como through Italy, which is where I stayed for a day or two, and it's just incredible. And the coffee is not as good as you think it is in Italy, by the way, but neither is this Starbucks in Wales. So yeah, coffee's a hit and miss. But I think with traveling and freedom, if you're looking for something and you're seeing these videos of people on YouTube who are traveling in their Defenders, traveling in their vans and doing the van life thing, I think you very much necessarily have to make a plan. And if you don't make a plan, then you will be stuck out there. Very trivial things add up, like where to go to the toilet, where to keep your food stored in a good way. How are you going to make money? If you don't make money from the internet, or if you don't make money passively, or you don't have money saved up, then you need to think of a way to do that, because it becomes extremely stressful if you don't have that. And if you have the idea that you're going to go out there and build a business while traveling, and you've got a new environment and it will work, think again. I did that, and it was extremely stressful. It was great, and I learned to cold call and do sales calls and build a business and everything of that nature, but it led to too much stress. There was a barrier. Building a business is difficult anyway in certain circumstances, especially if you're on the road traveling in countries you do not know, etc, etc, etc. So with this message and with this video, I will leave it on one message. Freedom needs a plan and structure. Structure does not mean you're confined. It means discipline, and it means the ability to know where you're going to go next, because then you can plan. If you don't plan, then things will come up and they'll get in the way of your freedom. So having clear-cut rules in your life can become fun. You can make it gamified. For example, this one video a day, no cuts. On today's video, I'm going to do no cuts. Other days I cut out certain parts which are not worth keeping in. But if you just follow your freedom, you need to make sure you have a plan and structure. Put that in place, but work out what the rules are that you should set in place, which will align to who you want to be and what you want to achieve. And if you can do that, then you will have freedom. Just make sure you stick to it with discipline, stick to your word, and at the very beginning, whatever stage you're at, do not set too high of a goal, or set the big goal, but then make it micro goals too, and compartmentalize into smaller goals and take one step at a time, but make sure that step is systemized as well. So if you can systemize taking a video every single day like I am now, even if I really don't want to do a video right now, by the way, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I don't want to do it, but we're doing a shorter video today, one take, no editing. I'm just going to post this on YouTube. That's one example. The system there is just do one video in the morning when I get a coffee. Done. That's it to begin with. And that's how I build up camera confidence. That's how I'm building up my YouTube channel. That's how I'm starting in a dream of mine as well. And ultimately, that is, like I said, I don't want to do this today, but it's going to buy me my freedom. It's going to lead to freedom. It already has, because it feels free doing that. So on that note, have a good day, and figure out where you can put some systems into your life that will lead to your freedom naturally. And it's about playing the long game, not just short-term pleasures. Definitely. All right, guys, have a good day.